You.
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Cincinnati Bearcats. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Bearcats will put total effort to crank us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. He leaves it with his back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right now.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Hill. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Kearney on the Jets. And he throws his way to the house. Green Wave.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't look at it again. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab. It's Bennett. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moving forward just a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Bennett. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the space for your running back.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Going up for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a crease. It's coming. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On the move. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Bearcats look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he dropped it, just didn't put the thing all the way in.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And offensively, I love running these track routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
And the Bearcats will hustle to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Bearcats.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You get me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught behind the that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making an easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Lewis. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They go to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Now on the move. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Washington is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the 2001 season where UW won the Rose Bowl and nearly won a title. If that group can find a way, there's hope for this team. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Washington State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about turning it off? That had all the makings of Bug Meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the fist. Just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get it.
Finally corralled the number 4. He picks up the 1st down.
It was a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Bearcats have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. And touchdown written all over it. Nobody caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, and touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering. It would be a good idea to get a hand on it. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give them a cushion and give them some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bennett. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
Now it's
Ball's in the deep ball. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Grabbed behind the line, it's Lewis. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and grounding to the football. And now you're rewarded with third and long. So we'll see on this next play, they do the same thing here, or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Let's see what they've got on second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets all the way to the 48-yard line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Bearcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Now they'll try the right side. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. The sure hands, it's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Looking downfield on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark him right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. In this defense right now, they have no answers.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go back to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has. Offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On the direct snap, it's Isaac. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And so how physical are you willing to be offensively at this point on third down coming up? Do you want to keep trying to run the football? I mean, you're right there at the goal line. How do you want to do it, though? You want to spread them out, maybe go zone read in the middle, give your quarterback the option to keep it? Or do you want to bring the big fellas in, go jumbo formation, and just try to impose your will?
They'll move the wide receiver. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And they add 6 more for their red trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Now, with great offensive execution, you talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Finding an escape route. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Slips through the line. got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
I tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's showing you his open field running ability. He's showing you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Stonewall again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
4th down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on 4th down. He's going for it all. It's dropped. Oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That's even though they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. He's got it on the move. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback keeper. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Third and goal for the offense. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's caught. He's going for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
DJ's gonna kill his part. Rufio on the beat. Sure, yeah, make the cypher complete. No, never seen nothing like this. Last brother. with the aim. I wish a nigga would, boy. A nigga sleeping with your missus, nigga call me Young Mellow, cuz scoring is my shit, boy. I'm CP3 cause I be dishing and handling the rock chef, cooking with the pot, boy. It's all about the motherfucking money. 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 I be in the hood, drop regular. Toilet paper in my purse, cause I'm shitting. 94 from Wilmore in the kitchen. Cooking birds, niggas saying thanks for giving. On the Schwarzenegger on from the whip it. On the Schwarzenegger on from the whip it. One reply to you niggas, sneak this. Suck a dick. When you see me, know I'm dripping. You never seen nothing like this. Splash Brothers with the aim. I wish a nigga would, boy. A nigga sleeping with your missus, nigga call me Young Mellow, cuz scoring is my shit, boy. CP3 cause I be dishing and handling the rock chef, cooking with the pot, boy. It's all about the motherfucking money. It's all about the
Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive?
It's all about the motherfucking money. They looking for the money and shit back. They won't get it back.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. He's looking to pass. They brought the heat and they get him on the ground. And a 4th down sack stops this drive cold.
That's just a play the quarterback can't make. 4th down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. Nice job on the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. They just keep firing. Grabbed in the middle. It's Miller. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Man, these plays are really, really simple and really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Red pass, it's complete. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Racing to the right. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
I love this free safety, how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He tried to get away, but the defense was able to track him down.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Snagged in the middle. It's Lewis. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands. It's Pop. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught through the middle. It's Bennett. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in decreasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten paths to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Taylor. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's the pressure. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure, he hasn't been in rhythm, he's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Tight end now in motion. On the move, it's Covey. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed, and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the move. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, you're better on third down moving forward. You can keep yourself out of those situations.
Now they'll run it on the toss. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. They've already put one field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. And they'll take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.
First game. Sexy bride. It's nice.
The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Michigan State's offense will get the football first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. Now, I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So, no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot. Get the ground game going. Make it easy because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something big to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
That's a really nice job on his defense. Coming out, setting the tone. Great start, forcing a fourth down, forcing a decision already for this offense on the first drive. Really nice job coming out.
And the Spartans will fire away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Buckeyes offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense.
And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got more.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got a man. It's McCutcheon.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with wide receivers so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later.
The Spartans can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. And he dropped it. For all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Now trying to pick up this third down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Carney. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Right on the money. And there might have been trouble. They hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball. I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he loses the football on the return.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to bounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
The halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. I want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to throw again. Good completion on the out. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up for it.
That's a good spot on the field to go for it. Really, everything to gain and not much to lose.
Yeah, and most coaches discuss or know pregame warm-ups how far their kickers can be, but they don't have a belief to even consider this. But I think you want to stay aggressive regardless if they're trying to get extra points.
They're in the red zone. First and 10 from the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They're working that left side. Nice catch and good work after. Get it into the end zone. Running up to add another. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
No doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative way to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on second and 14. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now on third down for this offense. Well, guys, Ohio State has the And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work. Big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big one.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's inside the 20, still going. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Punch it out of the air. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Spartans. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got it on the left. Can't right across the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And that receiver had nobody around. That's got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely on. Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Got it. Line to line. It's McCutcheon. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love that that quarterback is dialed in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and look for room. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again.
Yeah, dude, I've been pretty bad.
Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go.
Told him to on the street.
Back to pass on second down. Here's the heat. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the
Yeah, it was like 38.
Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire.
And he got the ball. And I got big six.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up
In the third quarter. And kind of just went off cruise control after that. just really like he's running
This
and
dude might
stuff.
break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior shows some
Bullshit.
serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here at the 2-minute timeout, they built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Hand off from the shotgun. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's
I really love that, man.
for a nice gain.
I thought that dude was going to be better.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency.
Well, I talked to Uno,
touchdowns and
and he
staying
said
on the
that
field. You saw another great
the score would have been the
right
same
there,
in the
running
championship
football.
game, but
Anything they want to
he
do
like
right
threw a
now
bunch of
is
picks.
working.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top.
I like you. I like you, and then I gotta beat that ass.
Here in week 9. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over.
Oh, I'm really thinking about going fishing in that pond.
It might not be over,
So,
but you're in trouble. You better find some answers. Really, really.
technically, no,
Put everything together, and right now you got nothing.
because I'm not like in the neighborhood. But if I go there, I don't think anyone's gonna like.
25-yard line.
Hey, let me see your ID.
Time to work. Not any time to waste as they take
And
over
as long
here
as
in the
I'm not
final
like
2 minutes of the
acting a
half.
fool.
Looking for space. It's McCutcheon. He gets nothing, and they're
ex-girlfriend.
staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Also,
Going to swing it on second down. Pressure on.
I don't know if I know anyone that lives there. Honestly,
Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right.
I think my wife probably
A
does.
lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
Dog, so
On third down,
we
they'll
went
try
to
to
that
pick it up from the
neighborhood,
air.
and they were having an Easter egg hunt at the park. Because we were looking for the park because like we knew there was one over there, and it's like close enough for us to walk. So I
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to
like,
that return.
this sucks because we can't play in the park.
They
But
take over late
I'm
in
walking
the
back,
half, time to put together a
and
drive.
my daughter's like, I want an egg. And so I was like, all right, go ahead and
Dumps
get
it
one.
off in the flats. Out across the 30,
And
marked down at the 30.
so like, she kind of like stole it, you know?
10-yard gain. The Buckeyes
Well,
look to crank the
she's the
tempo.
worst criminal in the world, bro. 'Cause she's out there showing everyone her egg.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the
I'm
DB.
like, hey, bro, we ain't supposed to have that.
Right inside the 35-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be.
know,
And a big
bro,
part of
that's-
that is their ability to
I can't even look at
They've
it.
scored a ton of points. It's because they can generate
Yeah.
plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup,
So my
he
wife
wants,
had to-
he is not a
He'll take a shot.
I probably got a wanted poster over there.
But there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. He might want another play. They'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him.
What guy?
On the move, he fires. He's got him
Dude,
this
if you
time.
lose the home, bro, I think losing the
And
game.
the
It's
Buckeyes
like
can
losing.
play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield very late in the half. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last.
Throws toward the end zone.
That's like
And it's caught.
what?
Buckeyes.
This is
The-
blowouts. City. This offense has been up and down the field.
That she beats you with it.
They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10.
Yeah, I got a game in all my
And
leagues.
he'll just take
Should have
the
played
lead. This
yesterday.
drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Didn't get anything done 3-and-out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here.
I've been lost a computer game for studying.
Positions, they're up at the 35. The offense quickly calls timeout to
That's
stop
not
the
true.
clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open.
Bro, I just got kids from Michigan State's wide receiver.
Michigan State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Shake my ass, bro.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25 and
Oh, you know, in
they're
Tulane,
in the end zone.
about to play for $100.
Tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill.
You know, in Tulane.
On the move from inside his 5.
Boys,
He made the stop
just
on
saying in
return,
my
and
chat.
that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Spartans will kick it off to start the second half.
Dude, game's too unpredictable to be playing people for
He'll bring
money.
it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there.
It was pretty cool
They
out
had this lead to start
over
the
here.
third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the
You guys get
he's the guy that I can trust. This
bad,
offense
like,
is broken.
humidity, pollen and stuff.
The same here in the second half.
Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. Oh,
Fuck,
he's going to be
bro.
brought down. A huge loss on the play. The Buckeyes
Dude,
now with
my
a long way to go
daughter's
to
allergies are already acting up.
second down, he'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. And the defense takes a big hit and knocks him down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Looking downfield on first down.
I thought dude was gonna quit, but
Looking
we
over the field, and it's complete. Brought down at the 32-yard
That's what-
line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first
I would.
down.
I
He'll
got no
keep it
shame
himself.
in it.
And it's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not
What's
letting the
that?
offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback did everything right in terms of his reads on that option play. He was supposed to keep it. He's got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. Give the defense credit for getting to him and creating the takeaway.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rushes on him.
I fucked up.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver...
I don't think Gamer realizes he ain't ever going to beat
Looking to
me.
the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder
You better talk your shit if you win that game.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the
I think my wife keeps trying to watch my screen. My wife keeps walking out here trying to watch my screen.
The defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this
Dang,
season.
listen,
They
North.
have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They'll go with a direct snap. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd.
Alright, bro, I'm gonna stop fucking around and score again.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field.
35-17.
After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision
Oh,
making,
shit, bro, I
very
forgot to
accurate.
press the
He's
pole.
obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000.
So who gets the play of the week?
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 11 over TCU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
I'll do another power ranking after this week.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Pick up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
I gotta tell Gamer because he's gonna cry.
With the catch, it's Carney. He's got enough
That was
for
bro
the
because he
first
made
down.
his
They'll
own.
spot it at the 37.
Told them they were fucking
Here's this
retarded.
offense with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah.
On the run, it's McCutcheon. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
Bro, when he said that he had some,
The
like,
offensive lineman pushed some guy
he was
backwards
having a
and
bad
mixed
day.
And he can't connect on
I was about to lose my shit if he said something like, oh, I just been losing. Like, I was like, bro, I'm talking about fucking real life shit.
Back to fundamentals. You can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion.
He didn't
For the
reply.
most part, this guy has been spot on.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Another incompletion on third down. And the Spartans line up to punt it away.
I found out it was girls. Rail. Yeah.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Off play action on first down. Fires on the move.
It's like, bro, what do you,
Got his man to the left.
like, what do you got wrong, you know?
Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead. They're just having fun out there. They're still
I wonder
throwing
how
the
much that
football.
means.
These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. That's reeled in. It's Booker. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we
That's not like a,
let's take a quick look
he's
at
not
the
like a
national
nurse.
rankings.
Cause he can't, like, do shit.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much
Like,
fight they got
actually.
left in them.
He just to do that, like, wipes butts and stuff.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards.
That's all
makes
right,
the defense
yes.
have to account for him every single play.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass.
He's insane, bro.
He's got the back in the middle. And they'll get him down inside the 5 of this offense, powering toward a score.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the
They
football.
do get
And if you
paid,
don't
Housen?
get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th.
He
You don't
does.
have to worry about that now because of the pass completion. It's 1st and goal.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical. Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
What a third down stop by this defense. Third down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It is good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way. And we looking pretty good.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Looks like he's going to try to return it.
When you gonna travel?
And the returner goes down.
You travel, I don't know, whatever. Yeah.
You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands.
Oh, yeah.
Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Cincinnati's about 18,
On
so
3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete on the right side.
you got some moves down here.
Job on his defense to stop him in his tracks. The Spartans will punt this one away. He'll try to really
Was your
get into
wife a
this one.
CNN?
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Let's see what he can do with it. That nifty return sets up the
They can
offense
travel
and
with you.
negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Buckeyes roll that
Their
offense
school's
back
around
out
here.
there. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple
You signed
possessions,
geared
and don't
contracts.
let those body blows add up and wear this
At least.
defense out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Got his man. Into the end zone.
You got sucked. I hope you don't see Fort State.
One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a
Dog
trap.
walk
That's
through
really
that
what we
every
saw in
time.
this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them, and all of the
I haven't been
athletes
paying
they have
attention to Fort State baseball.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed
I
in
check
their
the
lane.
scores every once in a while, but it's just like harder to find than the other sport.
They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the quick grab. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea on offense.
I need to get to a Reds game.
In as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there. That should not be the last time he run that play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
One thing I'll say about Dallas, it made me realize, though, like, I gotta get out and do some shit.
At the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
I was such like a homebody.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls. And
looking deep down the right side.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short.
Yeah.
Wants to throw again.
Listen, I'm hyped though because April's when we get our raise. I'm getting a raise here soon.
And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
The Buckeyes are in the hurry up.
I feel that.
Wants to throw on first down. On a little time, lets it
Kids.
go. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. This time on target. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. And at this point,
It's nice about my wife's job. They let her work from home.
No idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And the Buckeyes will have it first and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Headed to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Buckeyes. How about this defense taking one back to the house? The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of the season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, It's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Yeah. I fuck with all black uniforms. That's what Texas needs. All black with some orange. That'd be fire. You're gonna be using in that D line. Gonna be user in that D line. Yeah, he uses the D line.
The Lone Star Showdown. The rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football obsessed
Yeah, I gotta lock
state
in,
of Texas.
secure my Heisman and
Great
EG.
moments, and we're ready for some more. The
No.
Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway.
Nah, I'm just playing CPG.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So
Yeah.
Texas A&M's offense is on the field for the first time today.
I mean, if you can't beat him without, because he's ass.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred. Because it's a rivalry game, they'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
I gotta buy in a GNT next time I play Coastal.
Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Quickly complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Did Beagle really get
Man, that's
his
insane.
name after altering the brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what.
I don't remember if he plays hard flats or
Reese's
not.
first birthday. What an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this ride.
Gotta fix that shit.
Man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Gotta plug in.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this
He
offense
won
as
their
a
cheap.
whole needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their.
I got like a 50-foot one for like $20.
See what he can get. He gets a block. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. So Texas's offense will go
I tell Willie to get you some better fucking Wi-Fi.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
Oh, he's the head guy.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Johns. Quickly to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Looking to
Don't say that, buddy.
throws for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They took a shot to the end zone and found
It's like the first series. What do you mean?
getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Well, good thing there's a whole game.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up.
Big 12 needs you.
Catches David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st down here for the offense. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. We saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just turning it on.
He's at the 10. He was working his way toward that goal line.
That's the same next one is getting made.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit.
Look at your screen.
And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence.
Well, you got the block on?
That I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Looking for a man. It's John. He uncorks one deep. He's got it at the 15. A gargantuan by this offense and the defense reeling as we come to the end of the first quarter.
Sucks to you, man.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period.
What kind of Wi-Fi you got?
So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give is to Garcia. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
To the air on second down. Blasted as he lets it go. Breaks into the open. Oh, what a cut. That one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
About time. So you stop complaining about the lag and freaking
This slot receiver, he really does
ball
give
out,
his
you're
quarterback
fine.
a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
I ain't seen you lag one time, bro.
Coming from the 34, you wonder if this is 4-down territory. It's complete. And he'll pick up the first down.
She's covering for you.
On that tackle.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down or in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the
That's the
quarterback.
nice way of
They're trying to
saying,
make a break on the
freaking,
ball, but
shut up.
He just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And the Aggies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position.
That wasn't a lag. That was a speed boost, you cheeser.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB.
Oh, shit, man.
Using the quick game.
Dude.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Dead center perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll be a touchback.
Stop sliding, pussy.
25-yard line.
Fucking run his ass over. Some weak ass shit.
Sending the offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all
That's some Arkansas type shit.
each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Grabbed over the middle. It's Camara. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Dropping back, it's Johns.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it will be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wants to keep it in the air. Grab near the marker. It's Kamara. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got his man. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. And the Longhorns, the myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Kamara. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the catch. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Austin might be lighting.
Back searching for a hole. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Through the air, it's John. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start chipping away. This could be where the game turns right here.
Ah, bro, I still got one more game right now for it.
You want to take those deep shots. You want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to something.
Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Tosses it incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Sends it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled
reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was.
There we go. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at second and 11. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's going to take off. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, the Lone Star Showdown is among the most bitter rivalries in football, and so far today, these two have really butted heads. And this offense has been a story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Caught at the 25. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. Games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Looking to throw, it's John. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the punishment has been extended. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games.
I was
You
good
just need that
5.
first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves.
I don't know why he did that. He should have just kicked the field goal.
They're up by 8 over UMass. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his back in the middle. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Fires to the big fella. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Finds a little space. And eventually taken down. What about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Line gets set. First down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking to buy time. Punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Power score. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
That's exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that.
See, now you're getting fucking
Don't create a turnover down.
animations.
We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision making.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Catch in the middle. It's Garcia.
Sure.
They stop him just a leap or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Longhorns have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Leaves it with the back. Open space on the 25. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys.
I've seen a little bit. He broke a tackle or two.
Great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Dropping back, it's John. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver. So that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle. It's Velasquez. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. ready to play. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Looking to pass. It's Johns. Unloads it left. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass call is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats. And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense.
Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. Horns are up, and the eyes of Texas are focused on building the lead against the Aggies.
And the Horns are capturing this momentum. Listen, a lot of angst, a lot of nervousness early in the game, Palmer. And now Texas in this rivalry game taking over.
Yeah, you're right. Look at them right now. They're just enforcing their will in this game. They're the more physical team at this point. Texas A&M, they've got an uphill battle here.
It's that Dollar Tree Wi-Fi.
Offense is back on the field. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
It's that Arkansas Wi-Fi.
Throw the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last one. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
He's got him. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. And they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out.
Come out and see what he's in.
I don't know if y'all really...
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short.
Got lucky.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he's got some space. That's the 30. Inside the touchdown, Aggie. And once he found open space, the man might as well start playing.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
The AT unit on the field. The extra point is good, but the lead is still huge. It's 35-13. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Tulane is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Green Wave offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up by 18 over UMass. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
touch passes, man. They're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when it's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They want that clock to run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The official stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory.
I don't know.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Leaves it with the back. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal
Should
from
be.
the 4.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Johns. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hip.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn. Quick strike through the air for the score. They'll lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. Texas fight and fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
They're just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year.
Might go.
Can this be the
I don't
guy
know.
that takes
I might go
them to
either.
the next level? Today is a good day.
Cover 1 nickel. I don't know though. I haven't been paying attention. I don't know what he's been doing.
And the returner will be brought down. This drive will open from the 15. Going right to work up top.
That's crazy.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't
The
hold
score
on.
right here.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
I mean, you're not supposed to chew yet. Yeah, I mean, but you can do like some motions and stuff, you know.
So Texas has it again, and
Don't make it look like.
With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock.
Yeah, do your cheesy plays.
Quick strike complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's Johns. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Yeah, you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration.
Ain't lagging now.
Lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
One more play to pad the stats. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. From the end zone, it's picked off. And he takes the interception, return out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap it up. The week has been immersed in midnight yells, barbecue smells, a sea of crowds in the fall colors, and the Lone Star Showdown ends with Texas hooking up and getting the victory over the Aggies. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
What? Yes, sir.
Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the FIU Panthers, just outside of Miami and Pit Bull Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the American, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers. Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis and David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So FIU's offense will go on the attack first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is high. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
They'll go right back to it. They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a first down for FIU.
Turn it off.
I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut left, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty.
Oh, yeah.
But that's why rivalries are so fun.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Dances away. He's going to run it. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. And the Panthers are moving quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's McNeil. At the 35, he's loose. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Owens. Touchdown, Panthers! And took it on in for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
I had to double check. We're good.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. That
So my
last drive, an
defense fucking
absolute
sucked, dude.
aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was
Yeah,
coming into
FAU in
his
this
hands.
league.
The defense better do something different.
Looking for a gap. It's Owens. Turning it on.
Dude, their running back so good.
Pick up on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw. It's Jenkins. Finds his man. It's McNeil. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Perry. Tripped up for the tackle.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. FIU will line up to punt. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the ball comes to rest right. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field position than this all game, Dave.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Forced out of the pocket. Zings it complete to the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Smashes it between the up. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open to get points on a drive, David. But chip shot field goal.
In the red area.
Such for the Hawks.
Get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
They get him down, but it's past the sticks and it's a 1st down for FIU. It's
Reset your route.
From the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's McNeil.
This works up.
Down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the pack on this 2nd and short. This time they'll go to the running game. Breaks into the open. He's
Go hit it. Get the 1st down. Don't mess around. Nice job following his hole. Getting positive yards.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Back to pass, it's Jenkins. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He'll pull it down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done.
Oh, shit, sure.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down.
Yeah, bro. I mean, you get top 5
Good luck stopping.
power on
But he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, I think only me, you, UNLV.
Motion from the wide receiver.
Undefeated.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
Second and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and force a third down and goal situation.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today. This one from 34 yards out.
Yeah.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Makes the catch. It's Perry. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Second down coming up.
No.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it past the marker. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On first and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in.
Yeah, those are a weak schedule.
And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having
We'll see what he's like.
no gain. Ball remains at the 2. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Power ahead. And he takes it in for the
Yeah, it is. I'll make Gamer make us game of the week.
They'll go to the toss.
The fourth is towards him, and the CPU is game of the week.
They were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half.
Who do I play next week?
Physically flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Scanning the field, it's Jenkins. Grabbed in the middle, it's McNeil. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays.
Check.
Go for your own territory. It used to be, no, you can't get it.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. On the move. Slithers into space. And he gets it up to move the chains and then slides to a stop. And Bayou set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bring in the heat. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it
So
to.
you win the driving game of the week.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside
Oh
the
no,
pocket,
it's Kansas and
throw the ball away. I don't have to take
the other
a
game
snap.
is the other YouTube game you guys are going to be.
I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll
Gotta fix
lose
that damn.
4.
Huh?
When you play defensive end, it's all
Gotta
about
fix that
getting off the
Wi-Fi.
football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Bullshit.
Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession
Excuses.
from their own 20. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. High the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll pull it down and run. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
That's a really nice play on 2nd down. I love the quarterback's read. I love that he kept it. Good offensive coordinators across college football, they have no problem repeating the same play over and over again if it's successful.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right spot. Nice job.
That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. The give to the tailback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. The give on the option. There he goes. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Really impressed with the
Time's
running back.
left
His
in there.
stats haven't been great. Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game.
Oh yeah, I ain't playing
and it's
that
happening
game.
at the
But
most important time here in the
I
fourth.
wanted to watch the game first.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe.
In
2nd
the
and 7.
league I got UConn in.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. He's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
I'm cool on
Got a
that.
man. It's Owens. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this
can't
offense,
see him.
because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He
Oh,
catches it close to
Michigan.
the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They get him on the ground, but
Figured
not
it would
before
be.
he rumbles all the way to the 5. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. To throw, it's Jenkins. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
I was gonna pick UConn
Looking
to
for
win.
just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He cannot get
That's
it
where
in.
the-
A mere inches away from pay dirt.
Profit is.
defensive coordinators earn their keep. They're going to run it. Touchdown, FIU. And the stomping has commenced. This offense has it with really good field position.
I think we get a little run.
From the gun to give, looking for room. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard
You're
barrier
addicted now.
every time they take the field. And this guy, you know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the fourth quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the line. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again.
I keep seeing the time update, but no score.
And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
Yeah.
And what's the closest guy to the
I love UConn's offense.
tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually
If
meet the ground.
John Calipari can coach like Dan Hurley,
The Panthers line up trying to
Yeah.
move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze
been
these
the score.
defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force.
Always got some space. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
I like the running back.
got
there
one
in the
dude
route
playing
patience
for,
issue, really setting it up. He got to the
Michigan.
defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll
So-
make the stop, but that first down on the ice, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in. Touchdown, Panthers! And the pummeling has started. There is a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds
But
another
I thought-
legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here.
They
weren't
know
overhyped
Denver's
this
about
game.
to
They
lose.
came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this one.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation
Let me know who you bet on next week so I can bet the other. Nah, bro, I have a game next week, dummy. Me, I play UNLV. Bro, I'm looking at it right now. I'm literally looking at the screen right now. Go look at my screen. Kentucky and Marshall play. I play UNLV, Louisiana, USF, U. You're so dumb right now, bro. I swear to God. Got me $20. Right, because I'm fucking right. This motherfucker. Yeah, right. Dude, all I know is I won. Dude, you just gotta go look at my team and look how crazy we are. And Waterboy. And I got he was undefeated and he was ranked 5 in the power rankings preseason.